Seen so many changes over the past week as Minnesotans and the whole world responds to the COVID-19 outbreak.
You know, we've seen schools close, we've seen bars, restaurants, many retail locations, spas, salons, gyms, you name it. These sudden changes have led to a wide range of emotions for many, even if you aren't maybe directly out of work. No question, all of us have spent time thinking about this, worrying about this. And Heather, you took the opportunity to try to explore some options for us to help people work through it.
Right, because as you might imagine, people's emotions are up and they're down, they're anxious. They're anxious about keeping their family safe, but anxious are how they're going to do it all. How might they homeschool their kids, but also try and do their job at the same time?
Well, you and me included, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Or what if they have lost their job? So many Minnesotans have lost their job, and the just incredible anxiety that comes along with that. And the first, so I talked with our one of our relationship gurus that we talk to many times on Mid-Morning here, Dr. Kirsten Lynn-Seal. And she said the first thing to do is acknowledge that it's okay and that this is a normal response to what is happening. These are unprecedented times. Similar, she likened it to back in World War II, where a lot of us have not gone through any sort of time like that. So acknowledge and understand that your emotions are going to go up and they are going to go down, and that it's normal and that it's okay. And sometimes, Jason, you just might need a little cry.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? I was talking to a friend this weekend about that, just having that moment where all of it built up and just letting it out.
Right.
And it's fine.
Right.
It's fine. It's normal. It's common. Don't feel like you're the only one going through this.
And I'll tell you all, that was what happened to me on Friday. And I was doing fine up into the week and felt like, okay, I'm managing this all. And Friday was sort of when I fell apart. And it was right around this time that I talked to Kirsten, because I was concerned about how we get through the next day, the next week, the next month with all of this uncertainty here. And she said it's interesting because generally when you're feeling this level of anxiety, she tells you to go out to dinner, maybe to go out to a movie.
Take your mind off things.
Exactly. But she says now it's about using our inner resources and what we have inside of us. And we're stronger, really, than we think that we are.
One piece of advice I saw over the weekend was to not worry about how you're going to get through the next week, but just to go ahead and get through the next day.
Right.
Like, all you have to do is get through today, and then we'll get through tomorrow.
Right.
Thought that was smart.
It was very smart, and that's one of the things she talked about, is really to focus on where you are now. So for some people, we've talked about this a lot on this show, it's
self-care, Heather. So much self-care going on.
Self-care.
Yes, we used to just call that, it didn't have a name, you just did it, but now it's got a name.
Yeah, mine was hot chocolate with whipped cream, and it still is. So
that's right, yes. Eating a pint of ice cream now is self-care. Right. That's wonderful.
But I thought she put this in a good perspective. She said, maybe now do the things that you wouldn't normally do. Maybe your kids are begging you to make a lemon pie, and they've always wanted you to do it. So do it now, and have fun with them, and have fun with the kids. She said, no, the lemon pie is not going to solve the problems of the coronavirus. But maybe it'll give you a little moment of joy during this harder time. So look for those moments of joy.
That's really good. I think a lot of people, and I have actually taken joy over the weekend in seeing the different ways that families are coming together. And I hesitate to use the silver lining or the positivity type, because there's nothing positive about 100,000 of our friends and neighbors being laid off work. But, you know, you have to make the best of it. You don't really, what other choice do you have? And seeing families, you know, playing card games and cooking together and all that has been very enjoyable.
Great. A lot of puzzles, a lot of FaceTiming with the grandparents. And I'll leave you with this, because I asked her at the end, I said, are we going to get through this? And her message was, yes, we will. Humans are adaptable, and we will adapt, and we will be fine. It will be hard, but we will be fine. And that left me with sort of a little bit of hope coming out of that.
Good stuff. All right. Sometimes, like, occupying our mind with something that isn't really important can be helpful, and I think this is one of those things.
Yeah.